Hi, I'm Aman Vadhwa and you're watching DNA India. Today we have with us hugely talented cast and crew of the upcoming film Barah By Barah, producer Sunny Lahiri, director Gaurav Madan and actors Geetika Vidya and Bhumika Dube. Barah By Barah is the tale of the last remaining death photographer in Varanasi. It has won multiple awards at various international film festivals. From the trailer, the film looks very profound and fascinating. And just like the trailer, the title of the film is also very interesting. So I want to ask you, Gaurav, I assume the title refers to the frame size of the portrait, right?
You guessed it right, but I am not going to give it away.
But you've
Okay.
given it away by
But
saying
okay.
I wanted to ask.
No, I mean the reason that I would want to give it away a little because people usually assume after watching the trailer and coming to know about the film that this is the dimension of the room, houses. That is the most common thing that people surmise after hearing the name of the film. So yeah, it is the dimension of the photograph, but I won't tell you right now which photograph exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I wanted to ask you what was the thought behind naming the film?
You know, Aman, so the film was initially, the working title of the film was The Last Photograph,
Okay.
right? But it was not, I won't say it was the apt title of the film. When we started conceptualizing the film, when we started writing the script, it was just, a line you write as your title. We said just let's go ahead with the process, write the film, start shooting, and then we'll think of the title. But I remember we were sitting at Ram Bhandar in Banaras, which is very famous for its kachoris and jalebi and all of that. We were sitting there one fine morning, and we were in the process of procuring the finance and getting the casting done. And we were sitting on the bench outside with kachoris in our hand. And I said, Sunny, Barah By Barah. And the ring of the title, Barah By Barah, because I think a title should not be a complete
Giveaway.
It can be a very abstract thing
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
It just needs to have the right intrigue and right ring to it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And Barah By Barah rang just perfect. And I had worked on a film as a first AD
Okay.
called Barah Ana,
Acha.
जिसमें there was Vijay Raj and Nasiruddin.
Nasiruddin Shah. Yeah.
And that title was also given by me.
Okay.
I don't know what my connection with Barah is, but yeah, that's how it is.
Coming to you, Geetika and Bhumika, I mean, looking at your both filmography, you have been very selective in your roles, like Sony, Thappad, then The Railwaymen. So, why did you say yes to Barah By Barah?
because of this man, this fellow sitting here. He's very good with his words, and his intentions as a filmmaker shine through what he says. And his heart is in the absolute correct right place.
Thank you. I'll GPay you.
फिल्म के तो दे दो तो that is what made me put my faith, because I a number of times I know what do I want to say no to, but what do I say yes to is governed by factors which are beyond my conscious thoughts and parameters. ना किस चीज़ को करना है वो conscious thoughts हैं, हाँ किस चीज़ को करना है that I myself do not know.
Okay.
कुछ parameters हैं वो पता है, but उसके आगे there is humanity, there is spirituality, there's पता नहीं क्या 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 ना, because I know that I don't know. That
Okay.
is what I know, that I don't know. Is it making sense anymore?
Yeah, I mean,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, this man was the reason.
Okay. And Bhumika?
I was very sure that I want to do this film because I saw the previous work of Gaurav, which is a short film called Sambhavta. I think
Okay.
it's on YouTube, right?
No, it's on Z5.
It's on Z5. It's on
Okay.
Z5. It's a
Z5.
beautiful film. So the actors are Marathi speaking, but this man, I don't know how much Marathi he knows.
मला खूप चांगलं
खूप
मराठी
छान,
येतं.
Very
माहिती-
little,
हां,
very little.
पसंद है. But exactly the way he directed the film and the language of the film made me sure that I want to do this film. And apart from that, when the character Meena came to me, so it's like a very cliche, conventional idea of a housewife. It's been like what now 3 decades we have seen like Indian women sitting at one home doing all the house chores and everything. But he gave a layer. There is a depth in Meena. There is a confidence in Meena. She's ambitious and she's not just like कई बार एक न्यूक्लियर फैमिली का सेटअप होता है जहाँ पे there's only one bread winner.
Yeah.
But it's not like that. She's a basically she is also equally part of
मुझे
like you know
लगता है
running the house.
कभी-कभी तो वो भी ज़्यादा कमा देती हूँ.
कभी कभी वो ज्यादा कमा लेती होंगी.
exactly.
टेलरिंग बिजनेस है, फाल पीको के और ज्यादा काम आते होंगे.
Gaurav, my next question to you is that this is your debut directorial, right?
Right.
And this is such an unconventional subject to make your debut.
हाँ.
So why?
Oh, so Aman, I have been like a Teda kid
Okay.
from the beginning. I used to always
He
walk
means
in.
Yeda kid. He means Yeda kid. Yeda kid.
येड़ा ही तो बोला मैंने. क्या बोला मैं? टेढ़ा.
टेढ़ा, टेढ़ा.
हाँ, टेढ़ा येड़ा. टेढ़ा येड़ा.
Understood, yeah.
So I always chose a direction different from where people were walking.
Okay.
You know, so I used to write since I was 7-8 year old, you know, short stories and poems. But I'm like so thankful. I don't know where it came from. Nobody in my khandan remotely is connected with art or films. So I always have had this knack for, you know,
Writing.
attracting unique subjects, and I only get excited by unique subjects.
Okay.
When Sunny and I have been collaborating for a while. All the concepts, we have like written 3 scripts together. All the concepts have been like really, really novel. That is what excites me. So I think this was by default that I had to actually make this film as my first. I have been directing for a while, you know, ad films, shorts, but you know, it was always a desire that whatever kind of ends up becoming my first film should be something really novel that people haven't. I mean, this character, the last remaining death photographer, when I tell people, people say that, you know, this is something really unheard of. We haven't like seen or heard about this character.
Yes.
And
Because this is the first time on Indian screen.
yeah.
There is no protagonist who is a death photographer in entire Indian film history.
Yes. Exactly.
And that's there for people to see. So this is something which is happening for the first time. So definitely there is this question that who is this person? So watch the film.
Watch
Yeah,
the
that's the
film.
intrigue.
Also, मतलब मुझे ट्रेलर देख के मस्ताना और मुक्ति भवन की याद आई थी because those are also set in Varanasi
Yeah.
and Banaras. तो मतलब what makes Barah by Barah different and I mean
एक बार 12 by 12 देख लो, फिर इसकी याद आया करेगी.
हाँ, I hope so, yeah.
आई थिंक मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि यू नो आपके रेफरेंस पॉइंट होते हैं जिंदगी में. क्या पहले आया, मुर्गी पहले आई, अंडा पहले आया, राइट? देयर ऑल दोस डिस्कशंस एंड डिबेट्स. सो आई मीन किसने मोनालिसा को पहले पेंट किया, यू नो? सो इट्स लाइक देन दैट बिकम्स योर रेफरेंस पॉइंट, राइट? आई थिंक दैट मसान, मुक्ति भवन, देयर हैव बीन, you know, n number of films filmed in Banaras with the soul of Banaras. But because all of these films are helmed by people who are different from each other, with different voices, with different bodies and perspectives, they are bound to be different.
Yes.
And like Geetika rightly said, that post Barah by Barah, that will become a reference point. That is how the world operates.
So thank you everyone. Thank you for such an interesting conversation. Thank you for watching DNA.